Welcome to People. I'm Shirley Lin. I'm really honored today to have Vice President Vincent Siew as my guest. He plays a leading role in Taiwan's economic development. He's been in public service for more than 40 years, but I am not going to go one by one listing all the posts that he has held. He's also best known for his expertise in trade and economy, but he's also very skilled in negotiations and diplomacy. And not many politicians in Taiwan are able to do it as well as he has. Well, let's welcome Vice President Vincent Siew. Welcome, Mr. Vice President.
Ms. Lin, thank you very much. Welcome everybody to the People's Program.
Thank you, thank you. Well, to start off with, even though you've turned down President Ma's invitation to run another term of vice presidency, he has said that he would still like to seek your advice for economic policies and all that. Now, what is your view of the current state of Taiwan's economy? And also, what do you think are the important factors in terms of affecting Taiwan's future economic development?
Well, as an all-economic hand, I have always taken a very close interest in Taiwan's economic development. The economic and the political order of the global 20th century has already undertaken a shift from west to the east, from Europe and North America to Asia. Emerging markets like China and India are steadily emerging as a new force. For this reason, the most serious issue facing Taiwan now is the question of how to deal with the new values, the new industries, and the new alignment of forces that the rise of the emerging markets is generating.
Well, next I want to ask you, how do you think you've done in your career in public service over these 40 years? Do you think you can give yourself an assessment?
Well, in 40 plus years as a public servant, I have sought to work conscientiously and in accordance with law. This is why I have always approached my work, beginning with my first entry-level position to continually through my term as Vice President. At the same time, I'm very grateful to the many people I have worked together with all this year for the support, guidance, and the help they have given me. Thanks to them, my career has been fulfilling, and things have gone really well. Every time I assume a new position, the first thing I do is temporarily empty my mind of past experiences so that I can look at things from a broader perspective and think a bit more deeply about the challenges at hand. At the same time, I also try to think about how my possible actions may affect our nation, our society, our people 10, 20, or even 30 years down the line. I throw myself headlong into any undertaking that is good for our nation, our society, and our people. I never think about what is in my personal best interest. A clear example of that is a proposal I made as the chairman of the Council for Economic Planning and Development nearly 20 years ago to build up Taiwan as an Asia-Pacific Regional Operations Center.
Well, thank you so much for always thinking about the people. And thank you so much for all your contribution to the country. We very much appreciate it. Well, can you share with us what your plan is after retirement?
Well, after I leave office next May 20th, I plan to get involved in many things, but so far I have 3 major projects in my mind. Number one, I wish to continue monitoring Taiwan's economic development and contributing ideas about what needs to be done in the future. Because this is very important for our people and our country. We need to assure that our people can enjoy the fruits of our economic growth, so that the economy can continue to grow to benefit all the peoples. Secondly, I do wish to go traveling abroad, to do more sightseeing and visit all friends, because I think seeing is believing. Whenever you have a chance to go abroad, you learn a lot and you know the change of the world. So the third is go through the steps that I have corrected during my career and sort it all out. In other words, well, I think I need to do something to think about how I have done in the past, 40 over years,
Yes.
and try to write down something.
Oh, good. So that means you're really going to write a book?
Not necessarily a book, but to keep the record
Oh,
for
okay.
my family.
Well, let me just put a word here. We would recommend that you write a book.
Well, so still not quite sure.
Okay.